Both of the cards are in the mid-range selection, so we compare the Nvidia RTX 3070 Ti vs 3080. Either is a good choice for the best graphics card for you. There are plenty of features to consider. The mid-range Nvidia cards are both more than capable of achieving great performance throughout. What are the differences between the two though? There is $100 between the MSRP of the two GPU and the Ti came out nearly a year later. So we compare the specifications of the cards, what the price to performance is like, and which one is the best for you. Architecture. Firstly, in our RTX 3070 Ti vs 3080 comparisons, we take a look at what the GPU dies are used in the cards. The RTX 3070 Ti has a GA104 GPU compared to the RTX 3080, which has the GA102. So there is a basic difference between the two chip designs. However, the Ti may be a less powerful die but can make up for it in other areas. Both of the dies utilize the Samsung 8nm process, so no difference there between them, although some arise in the size of the die and transistor count. Whereas the 3070 Ti's processor is only 39212 with 17.4 billion processors, whereas the 3080 has a die size at 628 with 28.3 billion transistors. Shaders, RT cores, and TMU. These three are fundamental differences between the two die architectures, each of them with a specific processing task, and affects how well each of the cards works with those. The shader cores are focused on applying shadows to the graphics coming to your screen, with the RT cores solely focused on real-time ray tracing and making sure all the lighting is up to scratch, and the TMU are the texture mapping units, which work on creating 3D graphics from 2D bitmaps. For the RTX 3070 Ti vs 3080, the 3080 has 42% more of each core than the Ti, giving it the advantage in the core processes of the GPU, also the core reason for the price difference with the altered architecture, giving the card the big edge over the Ti that needs other areas to make up the difference. VRAM. There is also a difference between the video memory of the two cards. Firstly, the 3080 has 2 GB more of memory, allowing it to store extra details and perform better at higher resolutions. It also has a faster bandwidth than the Ti. This comes from the bigger memory bus it is equipped with, allowing the card to quickly hand off data, becoming less of a bottleneck and waiting for frames from the memory. TDP is the thermal design power and relates to the maximum heat output of the die and how much energy it can use. With a 30W lower TDP, the Ti card is less powerful but also releases less heat into your system, so it may be less powerful but you'll be saving some energy and having your computer be less of a heater, even though there are plenty of ways to lower your GPU temperatures. Clock speeds. The clock speed is the cycle rate of the silicon crystals, so with a higher rate, you get faster processing of the instructions the GPU is doing. Comparing the two GPU, the Ti has a much faster base clock, with a 1575 MHz clock compared to the 1440 MHz clock on the 3080, meaning at basic usage the Ti is much quicker at processing calculations and graphics. However, that advantage dissipates at the boost clock, at which the Ti has only a 60 MHz lead, so along with the basic core drawbacks, the Ti doesn't match up too well. RTX 3070 Ti vs 3080 performance. In the 3D benchmark, the graphics score achieved by the 3070 Ti is 14,449, whereas the 3080 gets 17,832. A significant difference, and quite a jump in the score, likely coming from the different architectures, as the 3070 non-Ti achieves a score of 13,622, and so definitely not a score halfway between the two cards. Performance-wise, the RTX 3080 outclasses the 3070 Ti by an effective 25% in speed, and then averages 24% better in scoring, one of which is mRender, and achieving 308 FPS compared to 249. The card also increases its lead in higher resolutions. With higher VRAM and scores, it can handle the higher resolution requirements. Price comparison. MSRP of the 3070 Ti is $599, and the 3080 is at $699. Just a $100 difference and a 17% increase in price. The price difference is justified by the performance difference between the two cards. Using the smaller die and fewer cores do mean the Ti lacks a lot of performance to keep up even with a higher clock rate. The 3080 is our flagship of the generation, as the 3090 is too expensive and way more than most of us meet. Thank you everyone for watching us till the end. It would be a great pleasure for us if you were a little helped with this video. Comment us below.